Welcome to Batcast 66. It's the podcast where we watch every single episode of the 1966 Batman TV show. My name's Kendall.
And I'm Scott.
And today we're watching Batman episode 32, The Riddler's False Notion. And I guess today we're not watching it. We've already watched it.
Yeah, we just watched it. Now we're recording
We did watch
about
it today for us, but you're
Yeah.
going to hear it at a different... Anyway, yeah. When last we left the Riddler, he was about to saw Robin in half.
Yeah, it was going to be a double feature.
Whew.
In this movie, silent era, like movie-themed escapade that he's got going on.
Yeah, this is such a weird story.
Now that by the end of the episode, like, it kind of makes sense. I kind of like it.
Yeah, interesting. I feel super indifferent to this one.
I do think it makes more sense as a Joker story.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Like, Joker from that time period, not like the psychopath clown Joker we got now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But
it's showbiz, baby.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, so I guess we'll take it from the top.
Yeah, let's do it.
Batman leaves Mr. Van Jones's house party he everybody is beating the tar out of each other.
Yeah. He discovers Robin's gone missing.
Yeah, he finds his communicator in the seat. He's ready to go. Did somebody call it a fatal party? Was it the narrator?
Yeah, the narrator called it a fatal party, and I was like, that means somebody died.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder.
I was thinking about that after. I was like, did he mean fatal? Did he say fatal, or did he say fated? And, like, I'm pretty sure I heard fatal. Yeah, they called it a fatal party, yeah, which implied somebody died. It seems strange. But Commissioner Gordon comes out, and he got, like, Batman...
He's fine,
yeah.
Also.
Batman mentions he gave everyone, like, universal anti-drugs or something.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And he's like, I feel, ashamed or whatever. He's like, it's okay, you're under the effect of the... what was it?
Terror tonic?
No, I don't think it was Terror tonic. I think it was, like... Oh, crap. I meant to write it down and I didn't. But it was, like, a really silly name. It was something like that. But, like, yeah, I think it was, like, Temper tonic or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. But it was alliterative. It just made everyone mad and they all fought each other to be a distraction.
Yeah.
Or what we thought was a distraction.
Yeah.
I don't think his scheme was to kidnap Robin. I think he just saw an opportunity and took it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as Batman gets ready to leave, two riddles fire out of the Batmobile.
Yeah. Because obviously Riddler, like, rigged that up. Why is a bear like a fallen tree? And it's because bears lumber and, like, wood trees become lumbers. I was like, Tim Bear, is that a thing? The second one is why is silk like grass? And because you measure both by the yard, so it's like lumber yard because we saw that's where Robin was tied up.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Even with all these hints, I still never get the riddles.
Yeah.
So, Batman tells Gordon to get back to Police HQ, and he heads to the lumber yard.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun when he gets there.
Yeah, because Riddler's this guy, like, dressed up with, like, a big mustache and, like, a cape and top hat like an old-timey villain.
Yeah.
And is, like, he kind of plays with Batman a little bit. He sees Robin about, like, getting sawed in half. And then turns out it was a mannequin.
Yeah, what was that,
The clue is, like, what's your, something like... I didn't write it down because it didn't seem like a riddle. Because there's a couple of them where he just kind of says something and, like, it's clearly just, like...
like he's going to answer it immediately.
Like, you get an answer immediately, so
yeah.
I didn't think about it. But, like... Yeah, it was like, who's the...
Something about a dummy you're related to.
Yeah, because it was related to being, like, a dummy. And I was like, alright. But that's not what Robin really is.
Yeah, so...
Oh, you know what? It's kind of funny. This is the first time the death trap, like, isn't actually thwarted.
That's true. Thank goodness it was the...
Yeah.
Dummy.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone gets away with the exception of Pauline.
Yeah, his mom, which we find out her name's Pauline, like, in a minute when she gets captured.
I think they might have said it last episode.
I don't remember it. Well, when Batman like corners her, what does he say to her? It's like, "Come quietly, or I might be forced to do like a violence on you or something."
By all that is holy, I'll have to like commit violence against you.
Yeah, something like that. It was really weird.
Yeah, Batman is pissed.
I've never seen him so crazed and like.
Because like he can't find Robin, he has no idea what's up. He almost blew it.
Yeah, well, like, so they not kidnap her. They capture her, and then next time we see her, she's at police headquarters getting like, she's just like, they're trying to question her, and she's just like, this is my name, this is my lawyer's name, and that's like it. So then like Batman's like, I gotta take her to the Batcave, like, and here I am like an idiot thinking it's gonna be like last time, and she's hooked up to a lie detector test, but like he's like, I need Commissioner Gordon to come with me because I might go crazy and like destroy her if she doesn't tell me where Robin is. So he gasses both of them to take him to the Batcave, and then his lie detection method is unhinged.
Well, so first,
Yeah.
they get there. He wakes Gordon up first. And Gordon has never been to the Batcave before.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a really fun set. I would love to visit it.
Yeah, and he's like, I feel as though I've woken up in a future era or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty fun. Batman explains that he's gonna, do this lie detector method.
And he's like, you're gonna be witness that I'm not doing anything untowards. Like I'm not injecting her or anything like with any like weird, stuff. He puts like a bat mask over her mouth and wakes her up.
Like a branded like.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that drops.
Yeah,
drops down from an airplane, like so you can breathe. But it's got like the Batman logo on it because
everything's got to be on brand.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what he's doing. That's how he makes his money. Yeah, he basically then interrogates her that way, and then he knocks her back out with the sleep gas.
Well, but first,
yeah,
like when she's coming to,
yeah,
like Gordon is like, "Oh, you're in the Batcave." Like she's like, "Where am I?"
Yeah.
And Batman's like, "You're deep underground."
In like the entrails of the earth, yeah.
Yeah, and every facet of this place is used to combat crime. It's pretty cool.
It is cool. It's very intimidating.
And then Commissioner Gordon is like, some have come here and have never returned.
And that's true. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Not just because of our knowledge of the movie, which also happened. A bunch of goons died there too.
A bunch of goons did die there.
But we know what's her face died in the first episode with
Molly the Mole.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. They ask her questions. She gives them some riddles or something too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Batman takes the oxygen mask off of her, puts her back to sleep, puts the oxygen mask in like a solution because he's like, the molecules from her breath will turn the solution red if she's telling the truth, and it'll stay clear if she's lying. I'm like, I don't think the science checks out on that, Batman.
Yeah, like, what is this?
Last episode, they had like a lie detector like thing you could strap someone to.
Yeah.
Which I know the science is dubious on that as well, but like, I buy that more than this weird breath thing.
Well, I guess that lie detector also like, it's kind of like hypnosis, right?
Yeah, but they could have done it to her too.
Well, I think it wouldn't have held up in court, so they had to do something different.
I guess maybe.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this doesn't make any sense. This isn't real.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a man that dresses up as a bat. But yeah, that's so weird. And like is a science I don't think they needed to make up. I guess they just wanted to show off their effect where they could turn this liquid to a different color in his hand.
I guess so.
But yeah. Anyway, so he puts them back to sleep, and like I presumably gives them to police custody. We don't see that bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the clue she gives them like leads them to the Chessman building, where Riddler
There's gonna
has
be a spectacle.
Yeah, there's gonna be a spectacle there, And yeah, we see that Riddler has Robin up on like a ledge, and they're filming.
Yeah, so I guess Riddler's gonna throw Robin to his death.
Yeah, like he's tied to the building. He's got a safety harness.
Yeah.
Like Riddler does. Robin does not.
Yeah, it's pretty strange, and like, still don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But before Riddler throws Robin off, Batman makes it just in time.
Yeah, and admittedly, pretty cool shot of him like standing over top of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Riddler throws Robin off the building.
Yeah. This is your favorite part.
And Batman says, "Quick, Robin. Grab the bat rope with your teeth."
He throws the bat rope at him.
And yeah.
Robin grabs it with his teeth and he gets pulled up like a fish.
Yeah, and just like, your teeth would break.
Yeah.
Or even if you were able to keep that tight of a grip, your teeth would break. Your body weight would just rip.
Yeah, would rip it out, yeah. But, you know, when they get him back up, Robin does point out that he takes very good care of his teeth, and dental hygiene saved the day.
Yeah, which I guess I'll buy.
At least it was a silly joke.
Very silly.
But then Riddler's guys are in a helicopter.
Yeah, and they make reference to the Batcopter.
Yeah, which we haven't seen yet because it's for the movie, which comes out after this first season.
Yeah, which I wonder if they were like planning that now. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they probably would.
Because we're almost at the end of the season.
Yeah. Because, yeah, you point out that you think it's the same helicopter that's, like, designed that's modified into the Batcopter.
Yeah, it looks a lot like
It does. I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it's, like, the same, like, model, just about.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was, too. But, yeah, they write two riddles in the sky, or they write a riddle in the sky. What kind of machine has ears? And I'm thinking it's the 60s. TVs had rabbit ears. I was like, oh, whatever they're filming, they'll put on TV. It's no, a train because they have engine ears. But then while between that, Riddler's talking to his henchman, and he mentions that, like, these are false clues. So I'm like, okay, they're up to something. And then the second one they write, I did get, is why does a cowboy wear a tight belt? And I'm like, well, the joke's to keep up his pants, or to hold his pants up. And you're like, nah, that can't be it.
Yeah, I was so certain. I was like, that's just too easy.
Yeah. So then we hit play again, and then Robin's like, to hold the same thing as anyone does, to hold their pants up. And then train, hold up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's going to go rob this, like, famous movie train. And then, like, as an audience, we know that's not what's really going to happen. But we're about to find out what Riddler's plan really is.
So how do you feel about the Riddler? I feel like that is breaking the Riddler's rules.
Well, Riddler has rules?
Like, I feel like he has this, like, compulsion where he needs to, like, explain what he's doing through riddles.
I mean, he kind of is doing that because he's leading Batman and Robin to all of these scenes he wants.
That's true, but I do feel like in this particular case, he's just, like, sending them on a wild goose chase so he can do something else.
Well, he's about to get paid and do his real scheme.
Yeah, it's just, like, so weird. Like, he's aware that he has this compulsion.
Yeah.
And sometimes he uses it against them.
Which, again, is probably what, like, obviously if this was a Joker thing, like, he would leave, like, joke clues, but, like kind of like the Riddler does, probably to get Batman and Robin to where he wants them. I have to read the original story. I'm very curious now.
Yeah. But it's just, like, it's weird. If it is this, like, compulsion he can't control, like, how is he able to control it when he's lying? You know what I mean? I guess he didn't really lie.
I don't think it's necessarily a compulsion, like, I have to tell Batman what I'm doing. I think it's like, I need to outsmart Batman.
I see.
And I need to show him that I'm smarter than him. So if he did fall for his fake thing, he'd be like, oh, Batman's an idiot, I got away with my crime.
Okay.
So, yeah, so anyway, we cut back to Mr. Van Jones's house, where he comes in and is like, oh boy, the Riddler, I'm really glad that this worked out. And I was like, what?
It's so weird.
Yeah, so he basically,
The Riddler's dressed like a cowboy.
Yeah, the Riddler's like dressed like a train robber. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh boy, you finally made the silent film I commissioned you to make. It's come out. Let's watch it." And he's like, "Oh, I got the first silent film made in years. It's the only one with Batman, like footage of Batman and Robin in action." And they're watching it, and like we get to see like the scenes kind of play out in a way that like are very silent film, like slapsticky and things.
But there's no like connective tissue
Other than like Batman and Robin trying to stop the Riddler, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is just the scheme that was just happening to make a movie. But I guess without words and stuff, it does look more like, oh, Riddler was like a mustache twirling villain and like had Robin tied up on like a thing. It's very like classic old Hollywood.
That's true.
But remember Riddler said earlier that this was like $1 million idea to Robin. And then Van Jones was like, let me get you your check for $100,000 we agreed on. This is like, oh no. Riddler's going to double cross him because he's a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
And why wouldn't you see that coming? So he goes to take the film into this vault, which only he can get into, and then while he's doing that, he puts the bandana over his mouth and does a stick up. And has a pretty great Riddler like hold up line. It's like, what do you like? How are you like a clock at midnight? Because both your hands are straight up.
Which is great.
It's great. I loved it. So yeah, his goons come out also dressed as like bank robbers, and they start like looting his vaults, and then we get a pretty good entrance for Batman.
Yeah, there's a.
They use the projector. Yeah.
Yeah, and he casts the old bat shadow.
But it's like him holding his cape up.
Yeah, which I love how many times we've seen that.
I love that it's not a common thing. It's uncommon and it's uncommon enough that when it happens, I'm like never expect it.
This is like the third time we've seen it.
Yeah, this season.
And we're on like episode
like
32.
30 something. Yeah.
Yeah, 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get a fight.
Yeah, they're like, of course we, because yeah, I think they did deduce that the Riddler was lying. Oh yeah, because they're like, it's also, this is also a thing like, yeah, he did kind of give away where he was because the train was a reference to a movie that the only print that exists is with the one that this guy has.
That's right. Right.
So he did like kind of trip himself up, but he didn't think that he was doing that.
Huh.
It's pretty good. But yeah, they show up and stop him and save the prince. I don't know if you guys are allowed to keep the Batman one. Probably not. I'm sure it's going to have to be used as evidence.
Well, also...
I don't think Riddler didn't do... Well, he kidnapped Robin, so that is a crime. He did poison people. You could argue he poisoned people with the temper tonic.
Well, and if this was all under the commission of Mr. Van Jones or whatever.
I mean, like, you know, figure everyone, like, all the henchmen always probably get some sort of sentence for everything.
But, like, I feel like Van Jones should also go to jail.
I think so, too. Well, maybe I don't know how involved he was in terms of Joker, or, oh my god, now you got me doing Riddler's scheme. So, you know, maybe it's just like, well, I can get you footage of Batman and Robin in action.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean, like, he had to do crimes. The guy's rich enough that he could probably get a lawyer that could get him off with that,
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, well, speaking of Joker, yeah, like I said, this makes a lot more sense as a Joker story. Not that I dislike it for the Riddler.
Well, there's one more part of the story.
Yeah.
Of the episode.
Oh, yeah, of the episode, yeah.
Alfred is fluffing pillows.
Yeah.
And Aunt Harriet comes in. She's like, Alfred!
Where's Dick and Bruce?
No. They're meeting Dick and Bruce.
That's it, yeah.
But Alfred's gonna make them late.
Yeah.
And she's just so pissed.
And she's like, they said they had a surprise for me and everything.
And he's like, oh, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
And Batman and Robin rush into Wayne Manor.
Mm-hmm.
The door's unlocked.
Yeah. Well, they have a key anyway.
Yeah, well, and also they have that other key.
Yeah, it's just the Bat key. They have the actual key.
But yeah, they just come running in.
They're like, Mrs. Cooper.
We heard it's your birthday.
Yeah. Mr. Wayne contacted us through the commissioner. always wanted to come wish you a happy birthday. And like, she knows these people very well.
Yeah, and it's just like Batman has the same voice as Bruce Wayne.
Dick even more so. You can see more of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think she actually just knows?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we should...
We'll try to keep that in mind for future Aunt Harriet stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyway, they give, like, a funny, like, meeting with her. They kiss her on the cheek. They're like, oh, we have an appointment. We need to go to the Batmobile, and they run out. And obviously they're going to change back into their civilian forms and meet them at the birthday party or whatever.
Yeah. She's just so starstruck.
And I'm like, yeah, it was cute. It had nothing to do with the episode.
Yeah, it really.
It really felt like. It really felt
anything.
like. Yeah, it was one of those ones where it's like. 'Cause I think that's happened before, where like the stinger at the end is just like unrelated. So it's just like I think they might have just come in short this one.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but it was cute.
But yeah, what were you saying about the Joker story?
Yeah, where like you're talking about like it's showbiz.
Yeah, it's like a showbiz related thing, which definitely fits the Joker a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
A weird Riddler plot.
I liked it though.
And then at the same time, like... I feel like Riddler could have kept his hands clean and just like...
Well, it did make sense then why they didn't actually rob that one vault last episode. Like, they could have kept their hands more clean than they did, but...
Yeah, just wait for another super criminal to strike and just follow Batman and
Yeah,
Robin.
just follow the Penguin around for a little bit.
Yeah.
In fact, you could have probably just told the Joker you're just making a movie that the Joker can have at the end of this, and he'd be into it.
I'm sure he would.
And not just tell him, like, I'm getting paid to do this.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Oh my god, a fun... I'm sure this probably has happened in some form now. But a fun modern take on that is, like, yeah, maybe one of them doing, like, a reality show of their, like, crimes.
I wonder.
It's got to have happened in some cartoon version or something by now.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the only cartoon that would do it.
Like, Justice League Action might have.
Oh, that's true.
There's a bunch of them, but in the last few years we haven't. Brave and the Bold would have been fun.
Yeah. I could also see it being in, like, that DC animated universe if it was, like, Harley was making it.
Yeah. Well, I know in, like, the Harley Quinn show, like, when Joker's running for mayor, he's, like, giving an interview while he's robbing a bank. Because he's giving the money back to the people. Because this thing's like, yeah, these institutions, like, just suck money. Like, because he runs as a socialist.
Nice.
And I'm like, damn, I love the Joker now.
Yeah, kind of like the Tim Burton movie.
Kind of, yeah. But, like, you know, I was like, that's kind of fun. For, like, that world is heightened, and, like, it plays in the absurdity of, like, the Batman universe.
Yes.
So, like, that's fine. Like, I don't care that that's, like, not realistic.
Even though it's all absurd.
Yeah. The concept of Batman's insane.
Yeah.
I love it, but, like, I don't like it when it's so serious all the time.
What do you think about the Riddler's plan?
Yeah, we gotta give him a rating. I think it was actually... I would give him a 3 on this one.
A 3?
He got what he wanted, just at the very end, Batman didn't fall for his... Like, there was, like, a hidden other clue in his final, like, diversion.
That's true.
Like, he was gonna rob that dude, and, like, he made that movie the whole time. Batman didn't really know what it was happening.
He should have killed Robin when he had the chance, though.
Yeah. But, like, he had a bigger spectacle he could do. You know? Like, that would have been much more exciting to see. And that's, like I said, it's like Harold Lloyd that they mentioned in it. Like, you know, being up on a building. Like, that's it's another silent film kind of gag.
That's true.
So I wonder if this guy had, like, he could have given him, like, a list of shots he wanted.
Interesting. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I dug it. What were you thinking?
It just felt a little nonsensical. Even though I just said it's all nonsense.
It made the logic for the episode, like, once we knew what the scheme was,
yes,
the logic made sense for me.
Okay. So you want to give him a 3?
I would give him a 3 for this.
Alright, I'll take that.
Okay.
3 him up.
And then we've only got one couplet of episodes left for the season 1.
Yeah.
We're almost
What do you
there.
expect at the big season finale?
Well, we know
Does
what
the Batcave get exploded?
That'd be crazy. I think it's just going to be a Joker adventure or not Joker, a Penguin adventure. This was one of the episodes. I guess it probably was also short. They're like, next week it's the Penguin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they don't do that very often, and sometimes they're wrong.
Yeah,
I think they said Joker was going to be like the Zelda the Great episode or something. Yeah.
They were like, oh, the Joker's coming, and then it's like he didn't show up for like 3 stories.
Yeah.
Well,
but I'm stoked.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the show becomes. But we got one more in season 1. We can talk about expectations.
And we can talk about that when we do our season 1 wrap up. Yeah. So we're going to do the next 2 episodes like normal, and then we're going to do like a special episode where we talk season 1. We're going to reveal how the villains kind of stacked up, with our ratings and whatnot, and see who's in the lead for like this iterations of Batman's like most difficult foe.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how the Penguin does.
Penguin's in the running.
But we got 1 perfect 3.
Yeah.
So far.
So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a formula where like the episode's like weighted. So like if you're just in one, it's not like you got that 1-3 and then like you're just the champ.
Yeah, although that 1-3 was pretty good. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
let's see how the Penguin.
We'll have to put it in our bat computer and see what comes out the other end.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, we'll catch you next week for I don't know the name of the episode, but we'll catch you here for it. Yeah. Same Batcast time.
Same Batcast place.
Same Batcast channel, Scott.
God damn it.
Goodbye.